Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. There's quite a few people in here. We're going to try this one more time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We'd like to welcome you here to the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe. Do we have any birthdays in the house? Uh-oh, what's the name? Brianna? Everybody say happy birthday to Brianna. All right. I seen a hand go up in the back. What's the name? Crystal? Everybody say happy birthday to Crystal. I like that. Any more birthdays in the house? Uh-oh. Oh, we already knew that. That was the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, give a birthday shout out to my girl, Trenita Womack, y'all. Happy birthday. All right. Any anniversaries? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to why you're here. If you'd be so kind, is to give it up to the man who's tickling the ivories tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my main man, Demetrius. Nabors, y'all. And alongside him, strumming the guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, put your hands together for Mr. Alex Anest, y'all. Up front on saxophone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, put your hands together. My main man, Mr. Rafael Stanton, y'all. And supplying the heartbeat on bass. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my main man, Mr. Ibrahim Jones. And sharing the stage with us tonight, the birthday girl on percussions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, put your hands together for Miss Trenita Womack. And the last performing drummer for the Queen of Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, Put your hands together for my girl, Gayelynn McKinney. Folks, we just asked here at the Dirty Dog if you can keep the conversation just down to a minimum while the band is playing. They're going to give you 1 solid hour of music, maybe a little longer, and then you guys can help us shut it down. Is that okay with everybody? I said, is that okay with everybody? All right, folks, sit back and enjoy the sounds of Miss Gayelynn McKinney.
up for Demetrius Nabors, y'all.
Y'all enjoying that stuff? Everybody enjoying that music? All right, folks, we just asked here at the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe. After 13 years, we pride ourselves on the music. And we would love for you to respect the others around you who are here to hear the music. So if you can, just keep your conversation just down to a minute while the band is playing. We want everybody to have a good time, though. It's all yours, Gayelynn.
All right, thank you, Carl. Hey, everybody. How you feeling? All right, it's Friday. Yes, TJIF. Or no, wait a minute. Oh, well, you know. Thank you for coming out and supporting live jazz. You know, it's been rough for us musicians and those of us who depend on people to make a living. You know, not to mention that, you know, when you're a musician and a creator, it's hard to be at home sitting and practicing by yourself and, you know, looking at yourself in the mirror. You're like, you know, it gets quite difficult. So, and then there's the live streaming, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I was happy to see some of them live streaming gigs come through. But the problem is, you know, you get all this energy going and you're playing on the band and we're just cooking up here and then we get to that low, it's like boom, and it's like, no, nothing. So nobody does anything. It's just empty silence. So it's so good. I'm saying all that to say it is so good to be playing in front of an audience again. I'm so glad. Welcome back to live music. And if we're blessed, hopefully that Delta variant will disappear and we can continue to do live music and have an audience. So, but in the meantime, thank you for coming out. We love you for supporting us and supporting the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe. The first two songs that you heard, the first one was called Having Fun, and the second one was called Space Goddess. And we slowed down and landed with Space Goddess. Those two songs are featured, and some of the other music that you will hear tonight is featured on a CD that I managed to eke out during COVID called Zoot Suit Funk. And, you know, it was therapeutic to be able to just do that CD while being quarantined. And, we just masked up and went on in the studio and did that record. And I put it out this year. And I do happen to have copies with me right over there where Karen is sitting, right by the front door there. So if you would like to take us home, you hear some things you like, take us home. I don't know how many of you have CD players in the cars, because that's why I'm keeping my car, because I still have a CD player. But for those of you who do have a CD player in your house or in the car, I do have it on CD. And it is also downloadable on Apple iTunes and all the streaming sites and Bandcamp. But if you get a CD, you'll get my signature on there, and you'll get to open it up and read about it and see all the people and read about things. That's the difference between downloading and having a physical CD or album even. You can read what's happening in the story behind the music. So if you would like to take us home with you, see Karen over there, and I will sign it. And, they're too heavy for me to take home, so I got to get rid of them. So please pick one up if you would like to on your way out. So we're going to continue on with a composition that I wrote for my first CD project in 2006. And that is also on Apple iTunes and YouTube and everywhere. And this song is called Joy. And I want to invite you all we each of us have an Instagram and a Facebook page. So if you would like to follow us, to keep up with us, see where we're going and what we're doing next, please follow us on Instagram, Gayelynn McKinney or Demetrius Nabors. You will be able to know where we're all at. So we're going to dive into this next tune, and then I'm going to tell you about each one of these wonderful musicians that are up here with me, and also they're all on the CD as well. So here we go. We hope this song brings you joy, because that's the title of it. this, y'all. Thank you. All right, just I'm going to take a brief moment just to tell you all who's up here with me tonight. In the front row, I call him multi-reeds because he plays all of the reed instruments. He plays the flute, the soprano, the alto, the tenor sax, the bass clarinet, the bassoon, the oboe. He plays them all. Very talented young man. Give it up for Rafael Staten. My brain tired now. Rafael Staten on the saxophone and reeds. Yes, indeed. And on the piano, I love this dude dearly. He has his own projects out as well. He plays with Althea Renee, and he plays with Alexander Zonchek and a whole bunch of other people. Glad to have him on the stage with me tonight and on my CD as well. Please give it up for Demetrius Nabors. And my other brother back here on the guitar, I've played with many of his projects, and so I had to get him on my project as well. I love him dearly. Please give it up for Alex Anest on guitar. And my brother, my young brother over here, thumping, helping me keep that rhythm solid, is and if you saw the movie Sparkle with Whitney Houston, if you look at his face and recall, he played throughout the whole movie in the rhythm section. He played the bass through the whole movie in Sparkle, the one with Whitney Houston in it. So he's a superstar. He also plays with Dave McMurray and a bunch of other people, the Spinners. Give it up for Ibrahim Jones. And my sister up here on the drums, on the congas, she is and was a member of the Funk Brothers. She's a sister, but she was a member of the Funk Brothers. And if you don't know who the Funk Brothers are, they were the band that backed up all the Motown acts coming up in during the Motown era. And if you saw Standing in the Shadows of Motown, she was all up in that movie. So please give it up for Trenita Womack on congas. And I found out yesterday that she wrote Lovin' is My Game. I don't know if you remember that hit disco song in the 70s. It was featured in the movie Studio 54. She wrote that song. So yeah, give it up for her again. All right, so we're gonna continue on. And we're gonna. I have this little track on my CD, and I tried to put piano on it. I tried, but I just couldn't. And so it just ended up being just a little bass and drums. And I'm gonna feature Mr. Rafael Staten on the bass clarinet. I told you he play them all, so he's gonna play bass clarinet on this one, and Mr. Ibrahim Jones on the bass. This tune is also featured on my CD Zoot Suit Funk, and it's called Just a Little Bass and Drums. Thank you. Just a little bass and drum. All right, I'm bring the crew back, and we're gonna do slow it down a little bit, take you into dreamland for a minute. This is also featured on my first CD called "It's About Time." That was done in 2006. I don't have any more printable copies of that, but I do. It is on Apple iTunes and all those other streaming platforms if you would like to go back and revisit something I did in 2006. But this tune is called Daydreams. you very much. We got a couple more for you before we close out tonight. And this one is a doozy. We're gonna float our way through this one. And for those of you who know music, you'll know what I mean when I say this tune is in 5/4. But for those of you who don't know music, most songs are in 4/4, which is the last song we just played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this song is in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you all know that song, Take 5, that song is in 5. But we're not doing that one. We're doing my song called It's About Time. We made it. Thank you very much. We're going to close out our set. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about me. Just a short little story before we go into the song. First of all, I am honored to say that I am the last touring drummer for Aretha Franklin. I toured with her the last 3 years of her life, and it was a fantastic experience. And some of the things they say about her are true, like she does carry a big wad of money in her bosom. And she does have a big wad of cash in a bag underneath her chair, which is why she never left that chair while she was singing. She stayed real close to it. And she was, she was a diva. And she was very, very serious about her music. And I say that because the first gig I played with her, the very first one, it was a bunch of musicians that I knew. And we did a show in New York. And unfortunately, the show did not go very well. And so the next day, I get a text. I'm not sure why I got the text in all capital letters. What do you think happened on the show last night? I said, oh, Lord, why is she texting me? and I kind of explained to her what I thought happened. And but I didn't put anybody in trouble. I just, I said, we just had a little catastrophe, but it was okay. We'll get it right the next time, right? So a couple of weeks later, we had another gig, and I get a call from the music director, and he says, meet in the lobby. All the band members are meeting in the lobby at 10 o'clock, so come on down. Okay. So I went downstairs at 10 o'clock, and I looked around, and I saw a group of people sitting over there at a table, and I looked at them, and I went and sat down because I said, well, that's not who I'm playing with, so I'm going to sit over here. So I'm sitting there, and then somebody walks over to me and says, are you playing with Aretha? I said, yeah, I'm the drummer. She said, oh, well, we're all over here. I said, where? Over here. Those group of people over there? Yeah. I didn't know not one person. The whole band that I played with on the first gig was gone. I was the only one left from the group that I started with. I was like, holy moly, okay. So apparently, she's really serious. If you don't play her music right, you will get the axe. So, thankfully that I didn't do that because I made sure I studied really well her music so that I wouldn't get the axe. But she was a wonderful, wonderful human being, and she treated, she did treat the musicians very well, and I will miss her dearly. So anyway, that's part of my life. But the other part of my life is I had two parents that were musicians. My father, his name was Harold McKinney, and he was a jazz pianist, toured with Gene Krupa, and he did a couple of things with John Coltrane. And I grew up in a very musical household. My mother was an opera singer. And again, my father was a jazz pianist, so I would wake up every morning to my mother. She's in the kitchen. and my father, he's in the other room going. So those two things together was quite an interesting combination, but. It was cool because I grew up, with my father and his rehearsals. I learned a lot from the drummers that came through the house. And one of the reasons why I play the way I do is because I got advice. I'm gonna just make it short, but I got advice from a drummer that came to my house that I didn't know. I knew all the drummers that came to our house, but I didn't know this guy. And I was about 10, and he came in with a stick bag, and I saw that stick bag, and I said, ooh, he's a drummer. So I went and followed him into our dining room and sat down right next to him up against his shoulder, and I asked him, could I have his sticks? And he said, what are you going to do with my sticks, girl? And I said, I'm going to play with them. And he told me, well, all right, I'll give you my sticks, but you're going to listen to me first. And I said, okay. He said, I want you to remember the melodies of every song. And I scrunched up my face. I said, the melodies? I said, I play drums. Although I did play a little bit of sax in school too, but it didn't, melody and drums didn't compute. He said, yeah, because most drummers just listen to the rhythm. I want you to listen to the melodies. I said, well, why? He said, because if you listen to the melodies, when you take solos, everyone will know where you are, and you'll learn the song better. And I said, oh, okay. Now, I'm 10, so he probably thought that went in one ear and out the other. And after a moment of silence, I looked at him and said, hey, can I have those sticks? He said, go on, take these sticks and get on out of here. So fast forward about 7 years later, I am starting to learn about the drummers at this point. I'm 17, and I'm starting to look at all the jazz book and learn about Art Blakey and Elvin Jones. And I stopped on this one page, and I'm sitting next to my friend, and I said, oh, my God. And he said, what? I said, that's the guy that gave me the drumsticks. He said, he didn't give you any drum. I said, I'm telling you, he gave me drumsticks. Now, mind you, I didn't have the sticks anymore because I played with them until they were toothpicks on the floor, pile of wood. Well, that guy happened to be Max Roach. So this is the kind of things that there were people coming in and out of our house that I had no idea who they were until much later, including Herbie Hancock. I didn't even know that my father introduced me to him, and I looked at him and said hi and kept right on going with my little self. Didn't have any idea till later who he was. So that's what I grew up in. And they honored my father on Randolph and Gratiot with a street sign. If you go down that street, you'll see his name, Harold McKinney. So I'm just trying to continue on the legacy of our family and do this music thing. And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. So this next tune is a dedication to my mother. And I'm also a member of the group Straight Ahead, if you know about that band. I'm a founding member of the group Straight Ahead. And when we recorded our second CD for Atlantic Records, I put a song on there called Daddy's Song. And my mother put her hands on her hips and said, where's my song? So I finally did write a song for her, and it's also featured on this new CD. Unfortunately, she never got a chance to hear me play it live with a band, but she heard it with the computer-generated version, and she really loved it. So I named this song for her. It's called Gwendolyn. Just for a minute. We're going to just take a little journey, just for a little short while, back to some Parliament. Who know about that? Y'all don't know nothing about it. No, y'all don't know nothing about that. We're just going to ride this for a little bit. Well, flashlight, neon light. Demetrius, what you got? What you got? Go on, give him some, Demetrius. Go on, give him some. Give him some, Demetrius. Demetrius, Nabors, y'all. Break it down. On the guitar, the guitar, the guitar. Give it up, y'all, for Anest, y'all. Again, God. Give him some more love. Give him some more love. On the bass, baby, 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 bass, baby, 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 bass, baby, bass, baby, 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 bass. On the bass, y'all. Give it up for Mr. Ibrahim Jones. On the Congas, give it up, give it up, give it up for Trenita, Womack, y'all. On the saxophone, y'all, and the multi-reeds. Give it up, give it up for Rafael Staten. Oh yeah. Yours truly, my name is Gayelynn McKinney, y'all. Collectively, we are called Gayelynn McKinney and McKinney's Own. We got to get out of here, but we hope you enjoyed yourself. We surely enjoyed playing for you. And again, if you would like to take us home with you, see the Karen over there at the bar. I mean, not at the bar, but at the front door. She's got CDs, and I'll gladly sign it for you. In the meantime, we want to say peace, love, and happiness. Peace, love, and happiness. Peace, love, and happiness. Peace, love, and Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. We love you. Good night.